My beloved child, listen closely to my voice today. As you begin this day, remember that I am the true boss of your life. I know your heart, your hopes, your struggles, and your fears. I have a plan that surpasses all human understanding, woven together with care and filled with eternal purpose. Take a deep breath right now. Pause and let these words sink into your soul. You belong to me, and I will never abandon you. My child, I urge you to see each morning as an opportunity to connect with me. When the sun rises and you open your eyes, do not rush into the day without pausing to acknowledge my presence. Turn your gaze toward me in a simple prayer. Lord, guide me. This small act of surrender reveals your trust in my sovereignty. Remember, I am not a distant creator who spun the world into motion and then stepped away. I am intimately present, day after day, second after second, ready to guide you in every moment. Trusting me does not mean you will never face setbacks. Rather, it means you will never face them alone. In your daily life, you often create plans and lists, envisioning how everything should unfold. You prefer it when the path ahead seems clear and orderly. You like to check off tasks and see progress. Yet, my dear one, I want you to remember something crucial. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. When your carefully crafted plans run smoothly, it can be tempting to forget my hand, quietly guiding every detail. Sometimes you assume it all happened because of your own skill or careful preparation. But I invite you in moments of success to look beyond yourself and see my love orchestrating every good thing. I take delight in your achievements, but I also long for you to acknowledge my constant hand of blessing. However, there will be days when your plans do not go the way you expect. You might feel frustrated, disappointed, or even disillusioned. It is precisely during those moments, when the road takes a sharp turn or when obstacles appear out of nowhere, that I want you to look for me more intently. Those are the times to pause and ask, Lord, what are you doing in my life today? Instead of panicking, see these interruptions or twists as invitations to discover my better plan. Do not waste your energy trying to solve every mystery or figure out every detail. Instead, channel your energy into seeking my presence. Be willing to let go of your own agenda and yield to mine. Surrendering to my plan can be one of the most challenging parts of your faith journey. Yet, it is also where the greatest blessings are found. Remember how a seed must fall into the ground and die before it can grow into a fruitful plant. In the same way, sometimes your own expectations must be released so that I can bring forth something new, something you never imagined. When you let go, you do not lose. You gain my perfect plan, which is far more glorious than you could have scripted on your own. It requires trust, yes. It demands faith, certainly. But it also reaps a harvest of joy and fulfillment that will ripple through your life and bless those around you. Dear one, do not be anxious about interruptions. Do not let fear take root in your heart when your path is altered or when your day grows complicated. Remember my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When your schedule explodes and your stress level rises, I am right there, extending my hand of comfort and support. If you will only look to me, you will discover a peace that the world cannot offer. Anxiety arises when you focus on your own limited perspective. But peace flourishes when you rest in my limitless power. Let my presence be your stabilizing force, the anchor that holds you firm in life's storms. Do you sense frustration or confusion creeping into your heart? Do you feel like things are spiraling out of control? I invite you in those moments to whisper my name. God, help me. Such a simple prayer has incredible power, for it connects your heart to mine. It breaks through the noise and chaos and reminds you of my sovereignty. Trusting in me is an act of worship. It is a declaration that you believe in my goodness and my power. When things go wrong, your natural inclination might be to ask, why, God? But I urge you instead to ask, "What now, Lord? What do you want me to learn?" This shift in perspective changes everything, transforming defeat into opportunity, pain into growth, and worry into surrender. One of the greatest gifts you can give me is your constant communication. I desire an ongoing conversation with you, not just a quick prayer in the morning or a hurried word before bed. Think of how much you talk to a close friend throughout the day, sending messages and sharing little details. I want you to do that with me. Tell me about your dreams and your disappointments. Ask for wisdom when you do not understand. Share your laughter and your tears. By staying in touch, you will recognize my voice more clearly. You will see my fingerprints on the events of your day. This relationship will grow deeper and more meaningful with every exchange. Perhaps you are worried about making mistakes or about stepping outside my will. Fear not, for I know how to guide you even when you stray or stumble. There is no misstep beyond my redemptive power. When your plans go awry or you take a wrong turn, I will use it to teach you humility, perseverance, and reliance on me. You may see only your error, but I see an opportunity to display my grace and mold you into someone stronger. Do not let fear of failure paralyze you. Walk forward in faith, trusting that I am bigger than your mistakes. Every detour, every delay, every disappointment, each can be transformed into a stepping stone if you let me direct your path. In moments of success, remember to give me glory. This posture of thanksgiving keeps your heart humble and connected to my grace. When you celebrate an achievement, pause and invite me into that moment. Recognize how my guidance enabled you to reach that milestone. Such acknowledgement is not for my benefit alone. It protects your heart from pride and keeps you firmly grounded in truth. I cherish your thankfulness, for it draws you closer to my heart. By filling your thoughts with gratitude, you create a shield against negativity and discouragement. You open the door for more blessings, more insight, and more of my presence to flow into your life. Never forget that you are precious in my sight. Sometimes you believe the lie that you have to earn my love or prove your worth. Know this: I loved you long before you even knew my name. I crafted you with intention and breathed into you my living spirit. My love is not conditional. It is not based on your performance, your achievements, or your reputation. My love is an eternal flame that burns for you, never fading, never weakening. Even when the storm rages and your faith feels small, my love never wavers. Let this truth sink into your soul. I, the creator of the universe, treasure you. Let that truth give you confidence to face every battle. Sometimes, my child, the busyness of life can cause you to lose sight of simple joys. You rush from task to task, always feeling behind, never pausing to notice the gentle nudges of my spirit. I invite you to slow down, take a walk, and marvel at the world I have made. Notice the sunset, the dancing leaves, the breeze that carries the scent of flowers. Let creation remind you that I am the source of beauty and goodness. Do not be so consumed by your own plans that you miss the gentle whispers of my love in the world around you. In these moments, your soul can breathe deeply and reconnect with the wonder of my presence. When you find yourself in a season of waiting, perhaps awaiting an answer to prayer or longing for doors to open, take heart. Waiting is not wasting. In the waiting, I refine your character, teaching you patience and perseverance. I can accomplish much in the stillness that you might overlook in the busyness. So do not despise the pauses. Instead, see them as divinely appointed opportunities to draw near to me. When you embrace my perfect timing, frustration dissipates and anticipation grows. Trust that I see the end from the beginning. I am not withholding blessings from you. I am preparing you to receive them at the best possible time. I encourage you, beloved, to look back occasionally. Reflect on how far you have come, on how many storms we have weathered together. Do you recall moments when you felt lost and alone, only to realize afterward that I was holding your hand the entire time? By remembering my faithfulness, you gain courage to face the future. Testimonies of my provision and deliverance are powerful reminders that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Let these memories fuel your hope. Let them shout to your doubts that I am a faithful God, and I keep my promises. You wonder perhaps how best to honor me in your everyday life. It may be as simple as offering a kind word to a stranger, sharing a meal with someone in need, or forgiving a friend who hurt you. I work through acts of love done in my name. When your day is consumed with errands, deadlines, and obligations, you can still make space to show compassion. A simple smile or a genuine compliment can be a spark of my divine love in a weary world. By putting these small acts of kindness into practice, you become an extension of my hands and feet. Do not underestimate the power of love. It echoes into eternity. My child, you have no idea how much joy it brings me to see you grow in faith and wisdom. Each time you choose to trust me over your own fears, a seed of spiritual growth takes root. Each time you respond to challenges with grace instead of anger, my light shines brighter in you. Each time you lift your eyes to heaven in praise, you align your heart with mine. You might not see the full transformation yet, but I see the masterpiece that you are becoming. Rest assured, I am not finished with you. The masterpiece is ongoing, and every stroke of the brush has significance. I know your weaknesses, and I see your strengths. I place those strengths within you for a reason. When used for my glory, they become instruments of hope and healing. When you feel inadequate or unqualified, remember that I chose the weak and the humble to do mighty things throughout history. Look at the stories of those who came before you: Moses, who stuttered, or David, a young shepherd. I used them not because of their brilliance or perfection, but because they offered themselves to me. Do the same, and watch how I can use even the smallest offering to accomplish extraordinary feats. Perhaps you question the meaning of your struggles. You ask, God, why must I endure this pain? In the midst of heartbreak, confusion, and unanswered questions, I stand beside you, whispering comfort. The brokenness of this world is not my doing, but I will use it to shape you. My grace can turn your trials into testimonies and your wounds into sources of empathy. You are not defined by your suffering. You are defined by my love. Let your hardships be a channel through which my power flows, a witness of how light emerges from the deepest darkness. In the valley of pain, you will discover a closeness to me that cannot be found on the mountaintop of ease. Throughout your day, I want you to develop a habit of gratitude. Before you worry about what you lack, recall what you have. A thankful heart is fertile ground for my joy to grow. When you praise me for blessings big and small, you position your heart to receive even more. You might be thankful for a warm home, a good meal, a friend's encouragement, or a moment of laughter. Each of these is a reminder of my daily mercies. By celebrating these gifts, you practice seeing life through eyes of faith. Gratitude is not just a response to good circumstances. It is a choice to see my goodness, even in the mundane. Do not underestimate the power of a single moment spent with me. When your heart is troubled, find a quiet corner and simply say, God, I need you. Such a plea is enough to open the floodgates of my presence. The world tells you to strive, to hustle, to prove your worth, but I tell you to abide in me. In that sacred space, I will renew your strength, calm your anxiety, and refill your hope. I am your refuge and your fortress. Let prayer become as natural as breathing, sustaining you throughout each day. Remember that I am not far away. I am closer than your very breath. Dear one, you are a vital part of my grand story. Never think that your life is insignificant. I created you with gifts and abilities that are uniquely yours. The world needs the light you carry, the love you share, and the compassion you offer. Even if the enemy tries to convince you that your efforts are futile or your progress is too small, know that in my eyes, every act of obedience is monumental. I use ordinary people to do extraordinary things when they walk by faith and remain available. Your willingness to say yes to my calling can spark a ripple effect of transformation in your family, your community, and beyond. As you go about your day, remember to pause and invite my guidance. Some decisions may seem trivial, while others weigh heavily on your soul. But no matter the size, I care about them all. When you pray for direction, you open your heart to my wisdom, which is always best. My spirit can nudge you toward the right action, the right word, or the right path. Sometimes I will make my direction crystal clear. Other times, I will require you to walk by faith, trusting that I am steering you even when you cannot see the road ahead. This trust develops spiritual muscles that you will rely on throughout your journey. Finally, my beloved, rest in the truth that I know the plans I have for you, and they are good. Even if you cannot see the bigger picture, know that I am skillfully weaving every thread of your life into a tapestry of grace, love, and purpose. From your first breath to your final sigh, you are held in my everlasting arms. No height, no depth, no storm, no circumstance can ever separate you from my love. Each day is an opportunity to walk hand in hand with me, to watch for my fingerprints in the mundane and the miraculous, and to trust that I will carry you through every high and every low. Stand firm on this promise. I will guide you, I will protect you, and I will empower you to live a life that reflects my glory. You need not have all the answers. You need only to remain in my presence. Open your heart to my leading, and trust that I am indeed the boss of your life. The loving, compassionate, and faithful King who sees you, knows you, and loves you without limit. As you step into the possibilities of this day, keep me at the center. Let my joy be your strength, and let my peace guard your heart. I am your God, and you are my treasured child. And that, dear one, is the truth that will guide you, comfort you, and lead you safely through every twist and turn.